that heart-centered hustle. Caring for my team, we can't go wrong. Won't ever quit, no, I won't ever stop. This passion inside me will give you it all that I got. Give me that heart-centered hustle.
We spend so much time talking about how to land a job, but do we spend enough time talking about how do you actually leave a job? Because how you leave, well, that's the final leadership impression. And sometimes that's the last thing people will remember. I still remember the moment I turned in my notice for a role that I had poured years into. It wasn't bitter, it wasn't dramatic, but I'll be honest, yes, it was emotional. Not because I was scared of what was coming, but because I genuinely cared about the people that I served alongside and the work that I was doing. So instead of just coasting through my last 2 weeks, I actually doubled down. I trained my replacement with excellence. I left documentation so tight, it should have had its own table of contents. I wrote special notes to the team, thanking them for the memories and the lessons. Why? Because I didn't just want to leave a job. I wanted to leave it better. Here's the truth. How you exit says more about your character than your resume ever could. You don't need a title to show integrity. And just because you're leaving doesn't mean your legacy has to as well. Too many people treat their final days like the final countdown. But real leaders, they see it as a handoff. Don't disappear. They show up. They don't gossip. They express gratitude. They don't burn bridges. They build future referrals. Because listen, your goodbye is part of your brand. I'm going to say that one more time. How you say goodbye is part of your brand. And let's be real, your leadership reputation is important. So if you're transitioning out of a job or you're even thinking about it, here's some things that I would recommend that you do. Leave clean, finish what you can, and document what you can. Also, hey, leave with gratitude. Even if the role was hard, find the gold in saying goodbye. And leave others empowered. Make a lasting act that sets the next team up to win. Also, think about leave the gossip behind. You're not taking it with you, so don't leave it for others. And then also leave with humility. You're not proving a point, you're closing a chapter. And maybe most importantly, leave the way that you want to be remembered. Because people might forget your projects, but I think they'll remember your presence. So here's what I want you to ask yourself. If someone were to describe your final 2 weeks, what story would they tell? Not about your performance, but about your presence. Thanks for spending this time with me today on Heart-Centered Hustle. Until next time, don't just start well, finish well, and let your exit be an example. Peace.
Heart-centered hustle, it keeps me going strong, caring for my team.